Hello, I'm Murray Newlands. This is the Future of Engagement. I'm here with Kimling from Meltwater. Meltwater provide a range of services for monitoring media. Kimling, tell me, social media monitoring very quickly, what is it?
What is it? It's really about listening to your customers and your audiences. So we work with over 18,000 clients worldwide to really listen to what's happening with their brand and their products in the online space.
And once people are listening, what are they listening for and what are they doing with it?
Yeah. So listening is really the first step. It's listening for mentions of themselves, their products, their executives, their competitors, or perhaps just a campaign that they're running. And then really the next step is what to do with that data, right? So they often don't know, aside from mentions or a volume of mentions, how do I dig out and sort of mine for that golden nugget of information? We advise clients all the time about sort of what their business objective is. Once we understand what their business objective is, then we can custom tailor that search more. Is it finding the cat lover? If you're a cat food business, the biggest cat social media advocate out there, to not only tweet that funny YouTube clip about this kitten typing on a computer, but how can they talk about your brand? How can they talk about what you're doing?
So it's finding your enthusiastic customers and engaging with them.
Yes.
And so I was running conferences about social media monitoring for a few years, and social CRM was a big buzzword at the end of last year. And how is social CRM actually coming into practice at the moment?
Yeah, social CRM is definitely a buzzword. We acquired a company called JitterJam last year, and we've folded them into the Meltwater Buzz product. And really, it's about finding that advocate and then basically managing that conversation with them, managing that relationship with them so that they're empowered to talk more about your brand. Also on the side, we are also seeing people use Meltwater Buzz on the sort of customer service side. If they're seeing complaints, it's no longer sort of in the marketing PR department, it's moving more to sort of customer service. And customer service reps can see that negative tweet, for example, about something's broken, something's busted, I need help. And really empowering that business suite to really use social media to better the business.
Who is doing this well, and can you give some top tips for really implementing social media monitoring and social media engagement with social CRM?
Ford absolutely is doing it well.
Hi, Scott.
Hey, Scott. Also, we're seeing, I just saw a piece of data recently that 50% of online content by the end of 2012 is going to be video or photos. So graphics, visual elements is really what we're going to see. So I'm seeing on my own, for personal usage on my Instagram, on any of those accounts that are more visually focused, I'm seeing brands engage. I follow Burberry. I follow a lot of the great legendary brands that you might think they have traditionally shunned social media or thought it was a passing fad, and they're really coming down and engaging. Marc Jacobs asking for people to tweet at them or share their Instagram photos of you wearing something their brand, or engaging with their brand, or coming to one of their openings or something like that.
Where does this go wrong? Where are you seeing mistakes happen?
Yeah. I think where it goes wrong is sort of the myths. A lot of myths exist out there in terms of how your brand should engage. One of them is that you should be on every channel. I think that is absolutely a myth. Just as we're persons, we don't engage, specifically every day on our LinkedIn, our Facebook, our YouTube, our Path, our Instagram. I mean, you can't.
Yes.
You're finding what works for you. So as a brand, you have to find what works for you. So it goes wrong when you're trying to really spread yourself too thin. I think it also goes wrong when you're also trying to reply back to every single person. I think that's a myth, that you have to engage with every single person. I think it's not really possible, especially if you're a big brand. The McDonald's, Coca-Colas, and Fords of the world may not be able to talk to everybody. And you really have to sort of pick and choose and find those meaningful conversations and engage there.
So how does that work for a consumer though? You see other consumers being engaged with, and then you try and connect with a brand that you're passionate about, and you're ignored. Everyone hates to be ignored.
Yeah.
That happens to you and you don't feel good about it.
Yeah.
But with social media and social media monitoring, and you know they're engaging, how do brands get over that?
That's a tough one. I think that you're seeing people staff differently. I see a brand such as Airbnb posting jobs of really local community managers.
Yeah.
In different cities. I think that when you have that local community manager, I'm imagining, I don't really talk to Airbnb, but I'm imagining that when you have that local community manager, that person has the ability to reach out. So it's a scalability issue. I think that's where businesses could probably tackle that, where the customer doesn't feel ignored.
Excellent. Kimling, thank you very much. Great to be on. Look forward to seeing you on next week's Future of Engagement. Thank you.